The Honor 90 Lite has a 100 megapixel camera, and on paper is so much more than just your budget smartphone. In fact, it's probably a mid-range powerhouse. Yes, there are limitations. Front and rear cameras are capped at 1080p, 30 FPS. That's the max you'll get out of them. And you're probably wondering, 100 megapixel camera, why can't I get 4K? Well, at this price range, it's not going to be something that people will go to or gravitate towards because they're looking for a budget-friendly smartphone. But there's so much more to the Honor 90 Lite than it being just a budget smartphone. Let me give you an idea what I mean. So if you look at the specifications, you get a 6.7 inch LCD 90 Hz panel, 4500 mAh battery with 35 watt wired charging, 8 GB RAM, 256 GB of storage, and a MediaTek Dimensity 6020. All of this for $199 or £179 is what we paid here in the UK, and that is crazy bang for your buck, as they say. In fact, if you make comparisons, it's very similar to a Samsung A24. So in this review, we're going to show you why you should depart with your $199 or £179 and buy an Honor 90 Lite if you're in the market for a budget smartphone. So let's look at Magic UI, which is what runs on any Honor device now, built on Android 13. This is Magic UI 7.1. No experience at all with using this OS, but what I would say, if you've used an Honor device or a Huawei device, rest in peace, then you'll be very familiar with the system on the Honor 90 Lite. So let's talk about the thing that probably most people will say is bloatware. Yes, there is tons of pre-installed apps, but good news, you can uninstall all of them. Yes, literally all of them. Take note, Samsung, for the love of God, and other manufacturers like Xiaomi as well. If you have the bloatware on it, allow us to delete it. Moving on, some cool new tricks. So they do something called a large folder. So in large folders, you can actually tap in to a large folder. Actually, no, you don't. That's traditional style of doing things. It creates a larger icon, but in that, it will show you the first 4 applications you can tap in, and you can actually access those apps. So effectively, if you're organizing your home screen, makes it super, super simple, and actually it's quite quirky fun. Beyond that, you've got the standard Android customization options. Multi-window is great, animations, the smoothness, etc. all looks great on the 90 Lite. And then if you want, you can even have floating windows, so you can have your app string in the background, for example, like YouTube, if you don't have premium, and then you have your note taking or your messaging open on the front. So nice, cool tricks, nothing amazing or great or whatever you have, but a solid overall UI experience for Magic UI 7.1. So the 6.7 inch panel on the Honor 90 Lite is a 90 Hz IPS LCD display, and when you're using the device itself, everything runs butter smooth, just as you'd expect from a 90 Hz refresh rate. So there's little to no judder, no slowdown. So if you're browsing the web, reading articles, checking your emails, just scrolling through settings because you want to customize some stuff, all of that will function and work great on the Honor 90 Lite, which is just what you'd kind of expect from a 90 Hz panel. Yes, it is LCD, but generally the functionality of it is great. And let's talk quickly about the screen to body ratio. Yes, you get a bit of a chin at the bottom, but overall it's very pleasant and feels great in the hands. But what about the other thing that powers the display? And that is the actual screen technology itself. So in terms of watching content, you're not going to get those deep, rich blacks like you would on OLED. It is a miss, but on an $199 smartphone, you kind of expect it. But if you are watching content on Netflix, YouTube, whatever it may be, then what you're going to get is a really good experience. Not great like you would on an OLED panel, but overall pretty good. So this, combined with that 4500 mAh battery and the ability to charge at 35 watts wired, will actually be a bit of a content monster. So if you're commuting or traveling, go from city to city, or you're just bored on your lunch break and you don't want to socialize with your colleagues, good point, it'll also be great for all those things as well. So the Honor 90 Lite display, great, not really, but good, definitely. So our final impressions of the Honor 90 Lite are all, let's be honest, pretty positive. Let's touch on the drawbacks quickly. No IP rating, front and rear video is capped at 1080p, and you don't get wireless charging. Those are things that are synonymous with sub $400, $500 smartphones. So where this sits, which is the sub $300 category, this is probably the best smartphone you can get right now for the sub $300. There's a lot here to love. Screen is great, 90 Hz refresh, great battery life, fast charging. Aesthetically, one thing we haven't touched on, the looks of the device are stunning. It's squared off, but it's so light, it doesn't feel sharp in the hand. I think there's slightly rounded edges here, and this black is about as black as it gets. We love the black on this display. So the Honor 90 Lite at sub $300, actually sub $200 in that sub $300 category, is easy one to recommend. So if you're on the market for a budget smartphone and you don't want to spend too much money and you want a good device that's strong and powerful, then the Honor 90 Lite is definitely the go-to device in 2023. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next one, as always, we out.